National Football League on EA Sports. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On point, ready?
1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, MT, take. 11,
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
He'll take a shot for Watson. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now, faking the give. That's complete to the rookie's second-round pick. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved that the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
17 yards, the gain there. It's a Browns first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run with Gibbs. Gibbs with a first down and more. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Here's Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Browns. With that, he hits the 20 mark for touchdowns on the year. The extra point is good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
11. Here we go. Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Get set. Stop.
A run with Benson. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
On 1, ready? Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Quick throw here is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage,
1-1, ready?
he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route.
Here we go, here we
This
go.
is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can
11
come
MT,
back to this
11
play.
MT. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
2nd down, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. They get 15 on that game. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Here we go. Stop.
Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
11 MT pace. 11 MT pace. Let's get set.
The man in motion is Watson. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Burrow to throw. That's going to be intercepted. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12. So after 1, it's the Browns with the advantage. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. This is intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Well, they just tried a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with a big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Room to run inside the 40. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one hung up for grabs across the field. It gets intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Again, it's Benson. Room to run at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11, MT, tape. 11, MT, tape.
On 1st down, Burrow. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
On 2.
2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment.
11.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
On one, ready? Here we go.
They'll try and run here with Benson. He's going to have a Bengals first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
11.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
11.
On 3rd down, they go with Benson. He is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
12.
A first down throw for Burrow. That one finds Chase. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Here we go.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it just past their 25.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft. But I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense. What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our 2 teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. set to go now on 1st and 10. Into space. Inside the 30. And he is gone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. So they come up with a long touchdown on the little short pass. Greg, the quarterbacks love those pop passes, especially when they end up in the end zone.
Mike, you're well aware of the phrase in golf that there's no pictures on a scorecard. Well, in this case, there's no pictures on a box score because it doesn't matter if you throw it 1 yard or 50. You get credit for it all. In this case, he'll take credit for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And the Browns are going to take over just shy of midfield.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Now Gibbs. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Quick throw, taken in. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is. So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own, and at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
So they come to the line for first down and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. They face second down and 7.
12.
Throwing is Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
To throw is Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yards. On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So you find yourself with a lead here in the second half, and up until this point, I think he's done a pretty good job being a contributor to that, but you don't want to give the defense a chance to spark the comeback. You're trying to put them away late, protect the ball, safe throws. Don't be afraid to get to your check down. One bad read, one forced throw can be all you need to flip this game on his head and find yourself going with a lead late to falling behind.
Second down and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
At the Browns' 31-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I'm fine, ready? Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. Now a give to Gibbs, running right. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense. Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And he is not going to get away. might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. They hand it to Gibbs. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll look to throw. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It's the tight end likely in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
They'll run here. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here comes 2nd down.
Gun. 11, Mighty. 11, Thomas.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive.
And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Ready. Let's go.
Now, faking the give. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. And the Bengals have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
And when they needed to come up with a play the most, Mike, this defense delivers. They desperately needed to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance to go pull this one out.
Here we go.
Now they come away with a big takeaway,
11.
and at the end of this game, they've got a shot.
A ball deep for the end zone. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Gibbs. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. They'll come up now for 2nd down. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Downfield for Njoku. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try it now with Gibbs. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They get the victory away from home in the division.